and welcome to MGP618. I'm Kev, and with me as ever, there's Sheepdog, Anna, and Pab. Say hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
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 Right. At any point, shut up, Sheepdog. No one asked. Goodness me, interrupting me. We'll be having words. At any point during this podcast, I might just go to the door and go and play my only video game of the week. I have been sat here since the last podcast finished, waiting for a video game to arrive, and it hasn't yet arrived, but it's due to arrive in the next 2.5 hours. So just be aware, if I disappear, it's so that I can do a detailed game review by the end of the podcast of the new game that will be arriving. You heard, Pab. If it arrives, I'm going to go and play it for 10 hours.
I can't talk for 2.5 hours holding on for your review.
Absolutely, you can. You'll be fine.
Longest episode ever.
Next week, you're doing the whole show by yourself, so it'll be good practice for that.
Yeah.
The rest of us are all off gallivanting next week. Although I am still assuming you're coming with us to Disneyland, because you did last year, so I'm a little bit confused why you're not coming this year. Just because we only gave you a week's notice this time, rather than
I didn't even know it was happening, so...
Well, yeah, we booked it like 3 days ago. Do you want to come to Disneyland next week, Pubby?
It's a bit late now, isn't it?
Well, we got a message from the dog people, because we've been on the waiting list for ages for the kennels, and they said, we've got 4 days available next week. Do you want them? And I said, yes, I do. And then booked a Disneyland trip, and then Anna woke up and I told her everything that had happened.
Okay.
And that is the story of my week. And I'm still waiting for my game because it hasn't arrived, and I'm very sad about it. Story of Seasons out today, not here yet. Hideous.
No, listen.
Listen to what, Pubby? Your voice.
You've had
your
games delivered in
words.
the past. Have you checked the bins?
Well, I've checked Amazon, and it says it's going to be delivered between 7:30 and 9:30, and it's currently 7:15. It is unfortunately bin day though, so there is a chance. There is a chance it came earlier and is already gone. Because I left the bin conveniently out the front of the house for the bin men. So the Amazon guy might have been, oh, that's a handy spot to leave
safe space.
This video game in. Yeah, I'll pop it in there. It's nice of him to bring it around the front because he knew I was coming. So yeah, that would be a disaster. But I am hopeful that it will be waiting for me, or I am waiting for it, and it will arrive. And then I will do an in-depth review of it then, because I imagine it's really very good. I suspect, and here's my review based on what I think I know about it. I suspect I'll be doing some farming, and I'll love it. And that's basically all the information I need. I'm into farming at the moment. I miss my radishes from Fantasy Life, but there's just...
Have you finished with that now?
Yeah, pretty much. If you can explain to me how to share it to your device, yes.
All right, well, have a look, won't we?
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but yeah, you can play that now. As long as it comes back to me eventually, because it's a digital one.
I get it for 2 weeks, is that right?
I don't know the rules.
Yes,
I've not read any of the instructions.
14 days you have it, and then it automatically reverts back to Kevin, and you've got to go back to Kevin and go, send it me back. Okay, then you do it again.
Just a quick thing, Kevin. What's like the maximum price I can look at?
We're not talking about that on the podcast.
Okay.
Goodness me. Talk about ways to alienate people in 3 simple steps.
Well, just send me a text.
Okay. I forget what I was going to say now. You've thrown me off entirely. I had another point.
Sharing games.
Yeah, there was something about games, and I don't remember what it was, and it was really important and poignant, and it's gone.
Was it?
And now it was relevant. It was going to be a perfect segue, and it has just escaped me entirely now. So if dear listener, you're listening to this thinking, really wish you'd have moved on to talking about so and so at this point, I probably was going to. That's probably where I was going. But as it is, I've remembered. Shush, everybody! I've remembered. The other thing, I am giving you some notice about this one, Pabby, and I know we've threatened to do this for years. Next year, we are going to Gamescom, because it came up on my FYP on TikTok today. Did you know that every year for the last 15 years, Lego have had a stand there? and
Mhm.
they bring all the Lego, and it's 20% off normal prices at the show. So you can go there and buy 20% off Lego.
Yeah,
So I finally have justification for going to Gamescom.
But do what?
Buy some Lego, Pab.
You've got to get it home.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
I've told him. But
I went to Denmark and I took a spare bag in my bag and filled them both up and carried on shopping bags. I'll drive there. It's only in Cologne. It's not that far.
You'll be
We could
bored
make a
of
what
trip
it
you
by
were
then.
looking at earlier?
We could get the ferry over to the Netherlands and drive from there. We could make a lovely trip of it. We could have an overnight ferry. You'd love that. I'd probably barely be sick.
Overnight ferry.
Yeah, it'd be extraordinary. Sheepdog can have his Orangina when he gets off the ferry, the way he always expects.
Does that happen in the Netherlands? I've never been.
Doesn't happen anywhere, you moron. It happened to you once because there was an Orangina promo going on 25 years ago.
I asked my parents about that, and they said it happened more than once.
Because you made them drive back round for another loop because you were still thirsty.
Probably.
They mean it happened on the way home as well. Yeah. Every time we went that summer, they were giving away Orangina during the big Orangina push of 1996. Goodness me.
And have it be that late in my life. I feel like I was earlier than that. I feel like I was young enough to assume that's how the world worked when you left England.
I suppose you were in your mid-20s in 1996.
I can't bother to work it out.
No, that was right. That was pretty accurate. But yeah, I've realised I've gone straight into lots of gaming topics there this week. Has anyone got any nonsense that they want to share before we move on and talk about more games? Last call for nonsense.
Yeah, no, I'm all right.
What?
Going
You're all right,
twice.
Sheepdog.
Well, it's not really, I don't know. I didn't really have anything that, so like the only thing I've done this week that I was thinking was remotely on topic was I applied to do a voiceover on a game. And
your voice is like Mr. Cockney Man, right?
I was very disappointed in myself because what I did was I recorded what they asked you to record, and then being a smart ass, I thought, right, I'm going to put this into, because I wanted it for like a robot character. So I messed around with it on Audacity and sent it in. And then when they announced like the people that they wanted to bring on for the first characters, someone asked about any feedback, and they were like, people can apply for another run we're going to do for another character in about a month's time. But quite a few people, one or two people edited theirs into a more robotic sounding voice. Just do it in a normal voice. And I was like, God damn it. I spent like an hour on that. I was so frustrated. But yeah, I just fancied doing it. I saw it advertised somewhere and I was like, yeah, I'll have a crack at that. But I'm just going to keep firing applications until I'm the voice
the
of
day you become a
Disney
voice
Psychic.
actor, I think I just give up on everything. That's like you telling us you're becoming a catwalk model.
One day, I imagine. You know what I'm like. I'm doing all the side quests, and I just kind of go around changing. I can't even think of the bloody word. The RPG thing, type. Fighter type, whatever. God, I can't believe I forgot the word as I was about to speak there. But I just flip between, paladin, jock, brute, tank, all of it, healer. I had my healer arc when I tried to become a nurse.
Switching your class.
Okay, yeah, class. That's the word I was trying to go for. I couldn't think of it.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. But yeah, I might just want to go for bard, raconteur, all of that jazz. Why not, eh?
Why not, indeed. I, as well as sitting by the front door waiting for my computer game to arrive, I've also been sat by my Twitter waiting for Sports Interactive to do something. They haven't, so I've got no more Football Manager news to share. But it's now been 2 weeks since they did the little teaser thing when the Premier League came back and gave us a coming soon. So after a year and a half of nothing, we got 12 seconds of game footage and a coming soon. And I don't know what their definition of soon is anymore. But at this point, it's been 2 weeks. I'd like to think by the time the podcast releases, they will have announced something. We've got a couple of days lag, so hopefully this is old news. But at the moment, I am sat here thinking I would have put money on by the end of August. But what's going to happen is I'm going to be reacting to this out the front of a Disney hotel again, aren't I? I'm going to get the message when I'm on It's a Small World like 2 years ago. They're timing it deliberately. I don't remember the last time I reacted to Football Manager news in a normal place. When it was cancelled, we were getting on a cruise ship. When it was postponed, we were at Legoland. When the changes were announced the year before, we were at Disneyland. They literally, I think they're tracking my passport or something. The moment it looks like because bearing in mind, I pretty much work all day, every day, 7 days a week. I am always there ready to make videos. The only exception to that is those rare occasions every 3 or 4 months maybe when I leave the house for a few days for some shenanigans, and they know I'm doing it, and that's when they pounce. So if you are waiting for Football Manager news, boys and girls, next week guaranteed we'll get loads of stuff. It'll probably be a really long in-depth video that I won't be able to respond to on hotel Wi-Fi, and yeah, it's just going to ruin my entire week. Thank you, Football Manager, you swines. But yeah, that's all I've done. I've been waiting for those 2 things. I love waiting for things now. It's my new hobby. I like to wait.
I thought you like to lift weights.
I do. I do like to lift weights. You know me. Big weight guy.
Big Kev, that's what they call you.
Weight guy, exactly. Sheepdog, tell us all about the varied games you've been playing.
Well, Kevin, I earlier in the week I was so last week I was bagging on about Silksong being announced soon, and sure enough, it has been announced as coming out on the 4th of September, which is fantastic, except I'm in Spain from the 3rd.
They've football managed you, have they?
They have indeed.
They've done the old Sports Interactive trip, published by Sega.
So plan 1 is to try and use the enormous clout that we've built off the back of this fine podcast to get an early copy somehow. But if that fails, which is very unlikely, of course, with the amount of clout we've built up over the years, but if that fails, I'm just going to have to eat poo on that and play it later, which might be fine.
At which point, there's no point playing it at all. Just throw all your game stuff in the sea.
When I said that in our little WhatsApp chat that we have, Anna said to me, "Why don't you play it handheld?" And I said, "I don't like playing games handheld, Anna." And then I wanted to play Crusader Kings, which I've been playing a lot lately, as you know. But I didn't want to sit on my computer, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to sit there." So I tried it on the Xbox and was like, "God damn it, it's rubbish on the Xbox." What can I do? I just want to run a kingdom. It's a bit of a convoluted story. Not that convoluted, but it's tangenty. And so I remembered suddenly I have Civilization 7. I could play that on the Switch 2. So I've got my Switch 2, and I thought, oh God, it's not on there. I need to install it. That's going to take ages. What have I got installed on here? I've got Cult of the Lamb installed. So I've spent the entire week playing that, and I absolutely friggin' love it. I feel like the first 2 times I talked about it on the show, I was like, yeah, it's good, but I wasn't that into it. Whereas I've been playing it non-stop, like every sort of, I even let my youngest join me in there on his birthday and just play it with me for a bit because he got a new controller. He wanted to try it out. But I built my little cult, and I'm smashing through all of the different bosses that you get along the way. And yeah, I'm worried because I'm on day 89 and I don't know whether the days are relevant in any way. But I need to just go and kill a load of bosses basically at this point. I think I've only killed 2 of the bosses, and I'm just like, I hope this doesn't backfire in some way because I focused on maxing out all the trees of buildings and stuff. But we'll see. And yeah, it's been really fun. I'm just enjoying it. I'm being a little cult leader. It's always been on my list of things I'm going to do after I've been a voiceover. I run a cult for a bit, become a catwalk model. Again, continuing the class changes. Yeah, get it. It's good. It runs really well on the Switch too as well. Someone said to me, once you get a lot of followers on the Switch, it starts getting a bit grindy and clunky. I've not had that problem on the Switch 2, which is obviously to be expected, but also good. beyond that, I have been playing Crusader Kings. Your advice was outstanding as always.
Very
Um,
wise.
I became the King of Ireland, which was fantastic. And the dear old Pope died right before I became the King of Ireland, which was really sad because we were besties. I then died, and my son did really well. Tried to marry the Queen of England. Did marry the Queen of England actually, but then died
That
soon
went
after.
down really well with the Irish. I bet they love that.
Well, they do what they're told. So died soon after, and then my son took over and immediately was hit by a scandal because he'd knocked his cousin up, and I was like, "What the hell?" And then I made a mistake with something, so I went to reload because it wasn't like a save scumming kind of mistake. It was just I'd misclicked something and I just thought, it'll have saved a minute ago, but it reloaded just as my character died again. And weirdly, the cousin baby wasn't there. So I was like, okay, that's probably for the best because I was going to send it as far across the world as I could possibly send it. But now I'm courting the Queen of England to try and marry my dad's ex-wife, my dad's widow. Because I was assuming because she's only 20, I don't know what she was doing marrying a 66-year-old Irishman, but she did. But my plan is to marry
She
her.
killed him.
Probably, but I plan on marrying her and knocking her up and hoping that somehow our child will be the heir to the British throne and the Irish throne, and then I can just bump them both off. Just to do some sort of, I don't know. Is that how it works?
I think it sounds like a solid plan.
It should work, shouldn't it? Because even though it's against her best interests, we married with is it patriarchal line? So I just need to have loads of children with her, right? And then those children become the heirs to the throne. And then I just go turn my guns on Scotland, and soon I'll have a United Kingdom.
And again, your historical people, they'll level that.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. What could be harder, eh? I did try and play as the Italians for a bit at one point, and it was saying like, oh, if you manage to do this, you can claim the island of Sicily. And I thought, the Pope's right next door. Why would I not want to claim the Vatican and all that instead of Sicily?
I thought the Pope was your guy.
No. When I started a different save as Italy at one point. That's what I'm saying. The Pope died, so my guy died, and then I had to bloody try and befriend the new Pope. But
there's nothing that annoys me more than having to befriend a new Pope.
It does make me think if I learned the Pope's language and just wrote letters to him, would I slowly build up a 100% loyalty rating with him in real life and just be able to message him and say, "Oh,
as we know from when me and Anna went there, he loves Pokemon Go. His house is absolutely riddled in.
He calls it Pokemon Go, doesn't he?
Exactly, that's exactly what he calls it.
There's something else I played, and I literally cannot for the life of me think what it was, and that's going to bug me now. So if I think of it, I'll let you know. But yeah, it's been a good week for gaming on that. We did a podcast since my birthday, didn't we? I didn't get any games. I asked for games. No one bought me games. They're just sat on my list. But then I was a bit like, I don't know if
because they were like, you're 50 now. You don't need games.
I wanted the Final Fantasy Pixel Remake Anniversary Edition thing, and I was super expecting that because I'd made a lot of points about wanting it, and then I didn't get it, and I was like, oh, and then I thought, maybe I'll play it, and then I don't know. I just kind of bottled buying it for myself because I just thought, well, I can always ask for it for Christmas, maybe. But yeah, no, I was looking forward to playing Final Fantasy VI because someone I follow on Twitch has been playing it, and it's just good rewatching the story. But it has encouraged me to play through my pile of shame. I will play Civilization at some point. I've got quite a few games I need to play through. Actually,
you got it on Switch then.
Yeah, I got Civ 7 on the Switch when it came out, and I think I played it like once, which is such a waste of money.
Why did you get it on the Switch, you madman?
I think because you were banging on about it, to be honest, and I got
like me,
hyped up in the mix of all that, and then yeah, just didn't. But I mean, the new Switch, the controllers work as a mouse, don't they? So that might make
you'll have to let us know how you get on with that.
Yeah, I'll have a crack at it at some point.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But yeah, that's my lot, I think. If I remember what the other game was, I'll let you know, but I can't for the life of me think what it was at the moment.
Anna has been playing all the games under the sun this week. Every time I walk in the living room, she's playing a different game.
And not all of them, just a few.
It's a lot.
I'm just trying to find something to,
Play.
something to play.
Mm-hmm.
In just trying to find something to play. So on Monday I was with Rue, and obviously Rue has got a PlayStation 5. I couldn't remember what it was then. I was like, I have completely blanked. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he has PS5, and I put a bunch of games on there from Game Pass because he has a 2-year Game Pass. So I thought I'll just download some games that I think he might like. Oh God, no! Stop! Didn't know that was on. And one of them was Sackboy, the Big Adventure. I think it's called.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah. So he was I was like sitting there, and he was playing it, and I was helping him on little bits of it. Then I came home and I downloaded it because I was enjoying it. I turned it on and realized I'd already done 2 worlds when it came out, so I just went from there because there's not much
It's
like
just platforming
to
pretty
remember.
much, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a few things, but you can just quickly go into the pause menu, go down to, and it will tell you every move that you need to know in that game. So if you sat there going, I don't like, it did happen one time. I was like, I don't know what to do, but all I had to do was press one of the triggers to pull something out, and I was like, oh, but obviously because he was playing it, I wasn't paying attention about what that level was. But it was fine. I sorted it out. Yeah, so I came home and I played it for a little bit. It's done French this time, not what's his name?
What?
Anybody?
Stephen Fry.
It's not Stephen Fry. It's Dawn French this time in the
They're
game.
basically the
Oh.
same person anyway.
Like your main person, because obviously it's not Little Big Planet. It's Sackboy in an adventure, so it is like you say, it is platforming. You've got like it's like craft world, and someone called Lux, I believe his name is, who is his friend. I don't know where this friend is from. Couldn't tell you. I don't know the backstory of them two. But he decides he wants to, I'm not sure, scoop up all of the crafting papers and stuff, and I don't know what he's doing with them, but that's what he's doing. And obviously, like I said, I was in the second world, and it's just like a Mario. You do one level, you get like gold, silver, or whatever, bronze, about how many points you get. You can unlock special races that are in the game. So it's just a Mario rip-off, basically. But it's Sackboy, and it's fun, and yeah, it's not particularly hard. The bosses are quite easy, because I did find one of the bosses in, it's a completely different game, but a boss in what's his name? Anybody? The
I don't
little
know what
white
you're talking
dude.
about.
The white dude. What's the white dude's name?
Astro
In
Bot.
what?
Astrobot. Yeah, I found, like, because I was comparing the two, and in Astrobot I found the bosses to be quite hard, whereas this one, they are quite easy when you are in there. It can, because obviously you get many lives. You go into a level and you have 4 lives, but each of them 4 lives has like 2 hits, where in Astrobot is 1 hit and you are practically dead. So I liked having like the lives, because I don't like boss fights, they annoy me. But yeah, so I played that for a bit, and then as I turned that off, I don't know why. I was just looking through, what was I on? I was somewhere, I don't know what I was doing, but I found this game called, hold on, The Prince of Persia Rebel, I want to say. And basically, I turned it on. It's Prince of Persia. I know Prince of Persia. Like, I've played lots of games, but it is like a rip-off of Ellis. What's the Ellis, Kevin? What's it called?
Dead Cells.
Yeah, it is a rip-off of Dead Cells. it is a rip-off of Dead Cells. And I don't know what else to say. It's just like...
Not a rip-off.
It is...
It's made by the same people.
Oh, well, there you go. It's the same premise of
Yeah.
Dead Cells. Basically, like, you die. Every time you die, you go back to the start. Dead Cells. When you are starting, you have a blacksmith. Dead Cells. You have like someone that does like charms, which is in Dead Cells.
Yeah.
And then you can pick different starting places. Dead Cells does the same thing, and I played it for a couple of hours. It was fine. Like, you can wall run, you can run up the wall as long as there's like a wall like you can see, because obviously some of the walls are broken down. You can run up walls, which is quite good, because like in Dead Cells, I think it's like a double jump, maybe. I'm not sure. I haven't played Dead Cells in a while. But this one, you can like run up the wall, across the wall, which is quite good. You have like a rolly kind of fast. I forget what they call it. Like, you go from the front to the back really fast. So like you can hit them in the back. I forget what it's called. So yeah, it is like Dead Cells. In the play mechanic, like, you go through, you die, you go back. I got as far as 2 worlds, and then I got to a boss, which is like Dead Cells, and then the boss absolutely obliterated me. But the thing with Dead Cells and this game is you have to keep going through, so you get more like XP kind of upgrades. So when you get further, you can take on these he was a massive boss. I got him to like halfway, and then obviously I succumbed to my illness. But I do like the fact that I think it was every time you went into a new level, you could top up your health and your bottle health, so you could go through the next one with a full health. Well, I think it was a full health and a bottle, a potion, because you can only have one at a time. But obviously, when you get more XP, not most of the time in these kind of games, you get to carry an extra bottle with you, because you're doing like, what was it, 1, 2, 3? I think it was like 10 levels. I'm not sure. I didn't really count, because I was just going, oh, I like this. I've played this before. I've played Dead Cells, but it's got a Prince of Persia cover over it. And then after that, this was all like in the past couple of days, like since Monday. So I've been doing a lot. And then after that, I remembered what day it was, and it was Gears of War Day, and Gears of War 1 came out.
Reloaded, is it? It reloaded, something like that?
Yeah. I played it for a little bit. It's
on
20 years old on the Xbox.
Okay, so you didn't get it on PlayStation then?
No. I got a free code from Xbox.
Yes.
Don't know why. Yeah. Something like
because you'll have owned the previous remaster of it from a few years ago.
It's on Game Pass, so I don't really get it, but I own it apparently. So I just put the code in, and I now have it forever. I didn't really like it. It is 20 years old, obviously. I don't see any difference from back in the day to today. It just looks very brown and very flat and very matte, like as in like the color. There's no like shiny thing on, like, I don't know, the robot thing. There's just no realness there. And I played it for about an hour, and I just turned it off. I wasn't really interested, because I had to get this berserker outside, so I had to get it to follow me. But if I got it to follow me, it would rush me and kill me in one. And I was just like, this is giving me Resident Evil vibes, where the thing is following you. I can't do it, because you've got to get it to follow you, make sure it doesn't rush you, and smash through doors. No, not smash through doors, sorry. Throw grenades at doors so doors open. And I just was getting so annoyed with it, to turn it off. But it turned on, because I had problems the other week with Robocop on the Xbox. It won't work. I had that download off Game Pass, tried to load it, and it was just going, are you sure that you own this? And I'm like, well, no, because it's on Game Pass, but your Game Pass, and I have Game Pass, like, work, but it won't work. So I I don't know, but this one did work. There's verses and all that, but there's no horde. I would love it if there was horde, but Kevin told me there was no horde.
There's no horde.
There was no horde in the original Gears of War, was
Oh, I
there?
suppose not. I thought he might have just done it for
Yeah, I like
the new
horde
one.
a lot. Like, I played that a lot. Like, even Andy, as a small child, would shout out, "Revive me!" And that will forever live in my brain. The same with Kevin, would shout out, "Revive me!" in when we played it at night time.
You need to be revived.
Yeah, so I played that and then I turned it off and then I went to Lego, and then today,
Today?
don't shout at me.
Who
Oh.
are you talking to? What have you done?
Pab's gonna
What?
shout at me.
I mean, I'm not.
You got a bone to pick with him?
No, he's just gonna shout at me. I started Assassin's Creed again.
Which one? One?
Ah, I
I'll let you
won't.
off. You said
Shadows.
with the intent of what?
Playing
Going back to a save that you can go back to at some point, or you actually just
I just
plan
started
on-
again. I don't know what's going on. I did start it and I was like, oh, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? So I just started it again. It's fine. Like, I'm basically like, what I haven't done what I did the previous time is where I went, like, I did the prologue where you get to like the village, the big like hideout village.
Yeah.
And then from there I would just go not the way it told me, but this time I'm using guided
Oh yeah,
pathway.
absolutely.
And it's taking me places. If I see something on the way, I'll have a gander, but I won't purposely go off 1,000 meters or whatever it is. So I'll just go and have a look. So I'm doing it that way. I have just got to like the first town. I didn't get to the first town for like 10 hours the first time. I played this since like 11 till like 5. So I gave it a good 6 hours. I'm just having like a bit of a, just need to sit and play games because otherwise I'll sleep, and sleep is not. I'm not sleeping at night then, so I'm trying not to sleep in the day because I'll just stay there at 3 a.m, scrolling, going, go to sleep, but I can't. So I'm trying to stay awake. So I am starting again. I have, what's her name? Noe? I don't know. It's
No,
M-A.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I've got her. I don't have the other guy yet. But I did start my new save, old save, sorry, and I was like, I don't know why or who or what or why. I don't remember. It's been a couple of months, so
I mean,
playing
Anna,
it.
I feel like you could play that game from start to beginning with no other games in the middle, and you still wouldn't know what's going on. There's that much
I know
fluff in the game. So I think like you could just get a grip of it and just jump back into your other save at a certain point. I really do.
Yeah, I think I'll do that one. I meet the other guy. I forget his name. What's his name? Yak.
Yasuke.
Yes,
That's right.
There we go. So maybe when I've got to him and remember what he's doing, then I'll go back because I have hundreds of hours into this game because I did the stupid thing. Well, not the stupid thing, but the Anna thing where I don't go and do the main quest. I go on to do everything else, and then I might go over there and have a look. But this time I'm using guided pathway.
Guided for the win.
You could also obviously I did a new site. You can use a thing called cannon mode. Now I don't know what that actually means, but I had a look online and it was like you don't get to pick through some of the story you don't get to pick what to say, and also some romance can't happen. I was like, oh, okay, but I don't.
It's more historically accurate, I think. Is that right?
Something to
sound right,
stay with the game, the past games, and I was just like, you know what?
Right.
No, I don't need that. I'll just play it.
Yeah.
Because apparently the canon way is the way the developers want you to play, but then I like.
Oh right, yeah. I see. Fair enough.
So but based like I was like I went into my inventory and you know all them, I don't know what they're called. Is it codex or this? Not the codex, the store thing where you've got them.
Oh,
they are all the things I have got from there. Well, not all the things, but all the costumes that I've got from there are already in my inventory, so I can use them from the store.
Yeah.
Also, any credits, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
So I just bought some blossom for her hair. And
Fair
yeah,
enough.
just
Fair enough.
just having a go on that. I may change my mind tomorrow. I'm just waiting for, what's it called? Borderlands
Borderlands?
4, which comes out next. Hold on. I'll tell you when. Hold on.
I thought it was August. Is it September?
It's September 12th, so
Yeah, it's got
it's
to be September now. Yeah.
2 weeks, 2 days. So, but apparently it's
2
already
weeks.
gone gold. Yeah, it's the 12th it comes out.
That's probably about
So-
right to go gold about this time.
Yeah, no, this
they
is
start
like
printing the
ages
discs.
ago. Ages and
Oh
ages
yeah, but they
ago.
got to start
they went
printing the
gold.
discs. Yeah, oh yeah, they'll be printing the discs, and then there'll be a day one patch.
See, because I like discs, but I don't want to wait till 5, so it might be just a download. And
Oh, it's just a download for. Well, they're all downloads for me these days, just because I can't be bothered with discs. And like you say, if you're doing a Kevin sat at the door at 7:30 at night waiting for your games.
That's what we do.
They come so. I don't even know why, because we live 5 minutes from where we used to live, and we used to get them like mid-afternoon, maybe morning. Here, the latest you can get at night. It's so stupid. So yeah,
We
it
probably
might
live next
be.
door to the delivery guy now, and it's his last stop on his way home.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just waiting for that. Really, yeah. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm finding my controllers are not holding any charge now. I think they're getting old. But I do have a Last of Us one still in the box, so.
I mean, they are. I mean, your original one would be 5 years old at this point.
Well, Andy has that, but I never used that because I got a red one for Christmas. So I used a red one. I used my Spider-Man one, which I've only had maybe 3 years.
Yeah.
I just found that, like, the cables there, I just find it that they're not holding a charge. But I do have one in the box still. So maybe I'll get that out. The Last of Us. So I thought, what's the point of having 3 controllers?
They've never been great at battery life to begin with. So if they are losing the charge as well, that's
Yeah, but at least
worrisome.
they're not batteries.
I mean I mean, to be fair, if the battery goes though, you can replace that. I mean, I don't know. You probably could replace the battery in the dual sense, but it's probably a real faff. It's a real mess. You're gonna have to dismantle it all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. And like I said, the wire's
no.
in my PlayStation. It's just I was just the last couple of days, today and yesterday, I was thinking I never had to have one full charge, it go down that fast, get another one from full charge, and that's like already telling me
Wow.
Wow. So yeah, they're losing a bit of their power, but I will play until the very end with a controller, and then I will put it on the wall probably, or something like that, because I take care of my controllers. That is it. That is all I have done this week.
Lovely stuff.
That's fair. That's a fair amount, Anna. To be fair. The Prince of Persia game you mentioned.
Yeah.
The Rogue Prince of Persia is his name.
I
remember that before I had to forget that one. I think that's come out of early access recently. Is that what it is? I think it's just recently come out in the last 2 weeks, maybe. I think it came into early access last year. And it is from the people who made Dead Cells, or some of them, or people related to Dead Cells. If it's not the company that made them, it is the people that made it. So there we go. What have I played? I've started and finished a game this week. One sitting. I haven't done that in years. Admittedly, the game was about 3 hours long. That's
Sounds
not
like
the
cheating
point.
then to me.
No. I mentioned it last week. The Sword of the Sea came out from Giant Squid, which is people who made the original Journey, made Abzu and the Pathless. Yeah. I imagine you all know what Journey is at this point.
Yeah.
I know what Journey is.
Yeah,
The other
we
ones you
reviewed
did
that.
make up.
Yeah. I didn't make them up. But yes, this game is very much going. But it's like combines a few things from all of the games. To be fair, it's very much looks like Journey when you initially start the game. You wake up and you are like kind of like awoken, and you're like a soldier. I want to say you wake up and you have a sword, and then you there's nothing to fight in this world anymore. The world is pretty much like non-existent anymore. So you use your sword to use it as basically a hoverboard, and then you just kind of like wade yourself out of this cave on your hoverboard, and then you just big roaming like waves of desert, just like it's almost water like the way it moves on the screen. It's very clever, very cool to look at, and it just
breaking news. Sorry, breaking news.
Oh.
I'm holding Kevin's game. Carry on.
I didn't even know the doorbell go.
Uh-oh.
I have it
Right,
in my
I'm on my
hands.
way. I'm coming to get it. He's on his way, everybody.
There we go. Live updates
Sorry.
for the end of the show. Yes, so you start off and you just start roaming around this big desert landscape, just wandering about. And just
Thank you.
yes, you just wander about this landscape, just roaming around on your hoverboard, and yeah, it's just immensely very cool game where you are trying, like I say, like combines things because it's very much desert like initially, and then you will go into other biomes and you will unlock certain things that'll transform, like when you're going to like key things that you have to unlock, you unlock like the ocean back into the world sort of thing, and then like you get like fish and turtles and dolphins and other big sea creatures just wandering about the world. But then you just kind of hover on top of the water. It's just very, very cool to look at, very nice to listen to. Music is a big factor in these games, and it is again very good. There is, like I say, I'm trying to be. I don't want to say a lot about it because I think this game is well worth playing and just experience. It's one of them like Journeys, an experience game. There's no real dialogue. There is bits of like text in there that kind of like fills out the world at like there's like totems that you can go to, and then it tells you a little bit about the world and what have you, and like the history of what's going on. But other than that, you just kind of wandering about doing your thing. And I feel like there is playability in this game in the sense of the game's like, I think I did 2:45, 3 hours. I think it was for me, and there are things I didn't see in this game. There was like you initially go to this open desert world, and your eyes are just naturally just led to certain places, and you go to that place, and it's like a big open world level, so to speak. It's not an open world, but it's an open world level. And you wander about, you find what you need to do, and then you move on to another one. You kind of like naturally, like kind of flow your way onto another world, and you think, okay, I'll go back to there in a bit. I've seen something else I want to do. I never got back to there. I figured to myself, okay, this must be like the kind of like hub bit. I need to do something over here in this side bit, and then end up coming back. I never did, and there's no maps. There's no like say arrows or HUD telling you what. There's very minimal HUD in this game. You just get to enjoy the entire landscape, and from each time I go into a new like realm sort of thing. It's not a realm, but it's like a new area. I keep thinking, like I'm lost, but I'm not lost, sort of thing. I don't know where I'm going, but I just kind of naturally just end up where I'm meant to be going, and it just sort of happens. And it's just something to be experienced. It's very cool. It's very, very chill. There's no real combat in the game. No real combat in the game. It's just exploring and experiencing the game. Because you are on like a hoverboard, you are able to do sort of tricks, and you will unlock tricks through collecting like credits in the world as like a currency in the world. And you go to a vendor, and they will give you unlock certain types of tricks for you. I think there's probably about I unlocked 3 different types of tricks. And I know for a fact there's probably at least another 2 different types that I didn't have the currency to unlock. So it's probably worth playing again just to get those. But there's also, and this is like a bit out of nowhere for the game, because it's like, it's not a walking simulator similar to your Edith Finches or your Firewatches or things like that. And I don't think Journey isn't. But it's like an experience game. It's not really a walking simulator. And this is very much like that. But then in the certain parts where there's suddenly like it almost becomes like there's like a little skate park area turns up, and then there's like a tome you can speak to, and then you can it basically gives you a high score challenge, and then you have to beat a high score, and you'll get a load of credits for doing it. Just fun. I enjoyed doing that for what it was. It was a nice kind of like, it broke the gameplay up a little bit, I suppose, and but it did also, like I say, it takes you out of the world a little bit when there's these like high score challenges just appearing. I think I did 2 or 3, I want to say, throughout the game. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. It's well worth playing, well worth seeing what it is, seeing what there is to it. Yeah, about 3 hours long. I'd give it a go. It's very good. What else have I played? I played some more Donkey Kong Bonanza. I've been, like I say, slowly chipping away at this game, even though it is just I keep saying this, I can't help but just want to just level the entire area every time. I just want to just completely flatten it and just clear everything out of it. I've been fighting against that. I still haven't got any. I've got the first Bonanza power, and that's it. I haven't got any more yet. I've gotten to like level 500, which is like the ice world, like the snow world. I bypassed 400, I want to say, because there's a choice at a certain point where it goes, you can go this way or that way, and that was at level 300, and then I went the way of like the snowy way, and it took me down to 500, so I can pretty much bypass 400. I assume the other way is 400. I'll be able to go back and do that at some point. Yeah, I do continue to just enjoy that. I have fun playing that game from time to time, just picking up, do an hour or 2, and then put it down again, and then just go about my business, start doing other things. But it's just fun to pick up and play. I want to play it to the end. I'm hearing it gets like better and better the more you play it. So I'm desperate to kind of finish that before the end of the year, so I can actually have a decision on whether it's going to be in my Game of the Year list. I'd say probably is right now, but it's probably like 5-ish probably at the minute. So I'll have to wait and see on that one. I'll have to play more and get more definitive answer on that one, because I know for well I'm not doing it justice, only playing getting the first Bonanza and seeing. I mean, admittedly, as much as I have played, I've seen probably very little of the game in the grand scheme of things. Speaking of seeing things, I've seen most things in Elden Ring Night Rain now, because I have finished every single boss in the game. Finally, I might actually calm down on this game now, because I've actually got them all done now. Yeah, I still think that one probably is going to sneak into my top 5 this year, just based on it. I'm about 45 hours into playing that game now. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, I have enjoyed that. I'm playing different characters now, and I'm doing different remembrances for people, which has been quite fun. Another oldie, but a very good one for me. I bought Horizon Forbidden West on the PC. I kind of forgot it had come out, and then I don't know what it is. This last couple of weeks, I don't know what it is. I've had it on the brain sort of thing, of thinking I enjoyed playing that game, and that was a fun world to explore sort of thing. And I just got it on a whim last weekend, and again, like I say, this game I played for nearly 4 hours without even realizing it. And I don't do that with games ever. But I just played and played and played for, like I say, nearly 4 hours for this game, and I really like Horizon. I don't know what it is. I know people don't overly like it and certain things and find it a bit bland. I just find it really fun. I like the bow and arrow combat, and I like the world and the story, and I like everything about it, especially the start of this game. I think it's fun. So yeah, it's another one of them games, probably similar to Ghost of Tsushima, which came out on PC. Did that come out last year as well? Maybe year before.
So yeah, I think so.
I got them, and then I play a certain amount of hours on it, and then I'll just be one of them things that I'll just come back to every now and again, just to be my like kind of chill game where it's just an open world, just wandering about. Yeah, it's fun. I do like that game, even though the start of the game is a bit of a nuisance because you don't have any mobility sort of thing. You just find yourself just running everywhere. And as like I do tend to just run around these places most of the time anyway. It's one of them things that when you've used to having the mobility that you do have in this game, to suddenly not have anything and you are having to run huge swaths of like the land to get to where you want to be. It's like, oh, I wish. And then I did remember there's fast travel, but you have to pay for it. You have to use the credits, don't you, for fast travel in Horizon at certain points. I was like, I don't
You
want
just kill a bunch of wildlife, and then you're fine.
Oh, I know. It's just like
You want to do it?
I know it's. I know the fast travel is free between campfire to campfire, but I was just in the middle of nowhere, and I was like, I need to get to over there now. And I was like, I'm not running back across all this land to get. I was like, okay, I'm just going to use a credit up. I don't care. It's what it is. Like I say, I told myself just push the main story to a certain point, and that's where you want to get to. And I didn't. I ended up finding myself doing side quests again, and I was like, oh god damn it, I've done it again. I'm doing side quests for the chef, looking for griddles, and I'm looking for stuff for the someone making ale or something like that. I'm like, I'm suddenly doing side quests, and I told myself I wasn't doing it. So, what else have I played? The only other thing I have played, I'm looking from a list now. I mentioned a while ago that I've been playing a game on my phone called Coffee Golf, where it has like a daily mode in it where it's pretty much you open it up and it has like a calendar on it, and the daily run is there, and everybody has the same like 5 holes, and you have to get like a score. I feel like you have to just get a score with like any old like mobile golf game. And then you get ranked up against whoever it is, and then you get a percentage. You get currency based on how well you've done against everybody else. They've now brought out a coffee pool game, so now it's like a pool table, and I'm not playing the main game sort of thing because it's kind of like free to play. It's like free to play levels. It reminds me a little bit of, it's not Candy Crush, but like where there's just infinite levels. It feels a little bit like that, but the daily mode
is the other Facebook game, don't you?
It's not though, because I'm just playing like the daily mode version where I'm on for like maybe 4 or 5 minutes tops, and then I turn it off again. Where I want to like do my daily of like just basically checking the calendar off of like, okay, I've do this one table, and the table has like variants on it where sometimes there's bumpers on the table, sometimes the table is made of ice, so it's really slippery, or sometimes the balls all move at the same time, so you hit a ball and all the balls move at once. Frustrating. And then I try to get all the balls in the holes for a certain number of shots, and then that's based on the leaderboard, and then you get a percentage of like you're in the top 50% of people. Yeah, okay, great. I got some credits for that, and that's what I've been doing. I've got another game. I removed the Pokemon Friends game that I mentioned a few weeks ago. It got a bit simple and samey at a certain point, so I just binned that one off. But I have another one ready to go in coffee pool in the dailies that I do like kind of sort of thing at lunchtime. I just kind of have a look, see what it is, do my dailies. What have I got? Dailies on now. Coffee pool, coffee golf. I still do Wordle. I've still got a Wordle score going.
I don't know how you fit it all in, little fella.
I know.
You're
It's
obsessed.
that's how I do my my dinner really. Wordle. I have Pokemon Go. I have Marvel Snap for dailies, and I have the trading card game where I get my two packs a day. I open them and do all the dailies on that, and that's about it. That's all of my daily games that I do. Just do all the daily stuff and then come off again.
Abby getting his chores done.
I know that's pretty much how it is. It's pretty much how it is. But other than that, I think that's it. Unless you want to hear about the gorillas in Fortnite.
Absolutely not.
No?
You'll all be delighted to know that my Switch was out of battery because
What?
I hadn't. So I'm having to
Oh
charge it.
no!
It's just turned on, and I've now got a 5-minute download to get presumably the day one patch on this game. So you're not going to get a real time review. I did smell the cartridge, and
Yeah.
it
You
smelled
taste
like a cartridge. I didn't taste it. I don't want to know what it tastes like. I hear they're not very pleasant.
Paracetamol.
Do it now. Do it now.
I don't want to. It's in the thing
Just
now.
taste the paracetamol.
I'm not
Just
licking
imagine
in
a
there.
paracetamol. It tastes like that.
Paracetamol doesn't taste of anything.
So it tastes like, yeah.
Are you buying the baby ones covered in sugar?
I mean, I don't take it very often,
Hmm.
so I don't. I'm certainly when I'm taking tablets, I'm not tasting them. I'm just swallowing them. Do you sit there sucking them like they're a
Sucking 'em.
polo? I
No,
put them in my
just have
mouth and
taste buds.
swallow them. You're a strange chap. Right, are we done, boys and girls?
I think we are.
In that case, if you want to pester us on the internet, you can do that at Mgukpodcast, or you can follow me at Lalujo.
You can find me at Sheepdog6K.
I miss Lelujo.
And out Pab 1986.
And you'll see Pab on his own for a solo show next week, unless he decides not to do one, in which case we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Have a good
Pabby
fortnight.
solo show.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening, folks.
You're welcome, Pabby.